Hi everybody, I'm Kim. Welcome to The Regretful Yarn Addict. Today is Wednesday wrap up. Might be episode 40. I'm not sure. Let's see. I've got a couple things to show you. A couple things I've recently made. And one that was a whip that I decided was finished. And then I've got a couple things that I bought to show you. So yay! I know. Oh, you guys. So I just spent the weekend, this past weekend, up in Michigan visiting family and a couple of friends, and it's a long drive. It's a very long drive. I had a really good time though. So on the ride up, I managed to make this. It's another snake that I put eyelashes on. This is just a little short one. That's all the yarn I had left. But, so yeah, I made this on just part of the drive. I actually had his head done, and then I didn't like it, so I went all the way back to the eyeballs, and then I started over because I had his body too big. I didn't like how big his body was. So he another little pretty snake. So I got that done. And then I started one of these on the ride, and then I finished it at my aunt's, and I made another one. Just a Jack Skellington. So I've got two of them. So I got those. And then this afternoon, I finally got around to making a cutie pig. He's boring. I don't like him. And for some reason, he came out. This is wild. I used a 4.0 hook on this one, and on the cows, I used a 4.25 or 4.5. And look, he's so much bigger. But the cows are so adorable. They've just got so much going on. I didn't make this one. This is the one I made before. I just put them up there to show you the difference. And the pig, I mean, he's got a cute little curly tail. But otherwise, he's just, I probably won't make another one. But I had to make at least one so I knew what they look like. And then the other, there's like an elephant and a fox you can make using the same head and body and arms. And you just put different stuff on them. But so it's the cuties. And this is the pig. And then I had this blanket that's been sitting in a whip bag for a while. And I pulled it out because I was like, well, maybe I'll take that with me and work on it, on the ride and maybe while I'm up there. But I pulled it out and I was like, it's big enough for a baby blanket, and I'm tired of working on it. And I'm tired of it sitting there. This is the corded shells blanket. It's a tutorial by Fiber Spider. And I'm caught on a cord there, not a cord on the blanket. But anyway, this is the corded shells. That's the front, and the back is just plain. But I decided that was definitely big enough for a baby blanket. I just have to sew in the ends, and that's it. Finished project. Okay, so then I made a couple, well, I made more than a couple, but I made some purchases from Temu. And these are very tiny, but I bought a pair of stork scissors. I don't know, can you see them? Very sharp. But they're so little. They're so little. But they're pink, so I had to get them. And then, because I've been on a kick about eyelashes, I ordered 2 things of eyelashes, and let me show you what they look like. You can buy these like at most craft stores, but they don't come in this kind of a, oh, come out, come out, come out. This is, ooh. This would be the bottom lashes. They're fine. Or wait a minute. I could be very wrong about that, because this, I think, is 2 of them together as well. Ooh. Yeah, because I thought this was 1 set, but it could very well be 2 of them stuck together. Keep dropping them. Jesus, Pete. But anyway, there's 2 like that. Oh, 3. And what about this? I should have opened them up before I showed them. Yeah, I was wrong, because this is 2 of them stuck together as well. Yep. So I got 5 strips of eyelashes, and I think this one might be pretty much the same thing. Let's just take it out and find out. Oh my goodness. Seriously. same thing. But this one, I have 1, 2, 3. This one I only have 4. I thought one was supposed to be black and one was supposed to be brown, but they look the same color. So like, those were the doll eyelashes I got. And then I got this 2024-2025 planner. Okay, you guys. This big old thing is what I've been using. It has too much. All I need is the calendar. And it's got a calendar, and then it's got individual days. And let's see what else. Yeah, it just has way too much in it. And even on sale, this is a happy planner. And even on clearance, it was still like $12. This was maybe $3, $4. And look, it has January. Next page, February, March. And that's all I need, because all I do is keep track of what videos I put up. So that's all I need. So I'm glad I found that. And I didn't realize until I got it that it was for 2 years. So this goes from January of 24 through December of 25. And then at the end, it just has a few pages for notes. That's all I need. So I'm glad I found it. Yay! Yeah, so that's about it. I do have some yarn for my 2024 temperature blanket. I will be doing a video about that coming up probably the end of November, so that if anybody else wants to join along and they want to maybe get the same yarn, so they have the same thing, then they'll be able to get it. They'll have time. Because it really doesn't start until the end of January of 2024. Because prior to that, you don't know what the high and low temperature is going to be. And that's all I do for my temperature blanket, you guys. If you've been watching and you've seen my squares, you know. All I do is I use the high temperature for the entire month and the low temperature for the entire month. 1 square, 2 colors. So that I don't have some giant blanket that I will never be able to use for anything. I wouldn't even be able to set it out because it would be too big. And I don't have to do every week. I don't have to do every day. Good Lord, that's a lot right there, every day. I really don't care what the temperature is every day. You know, and then there's people who are like, oh, I'll do the high temperature of every every day, or the low temperature for every day, or once a week. And that's still more than I want to do. I don't want to do all that. I don't want that kind of commitment. Once a month is good. I have a website I go to that I can put in my city, and then it shows me the high and the low. Well, it shows the temperature every day, but I just look at the high and the low because that's all I'm interested in. That's it. How hot did it get? How cold did it get? Good enough for me. So that's about it. I just want to put one more thing in here, you guys. You know that old adage, you can never go back home again? Well, when I was up in Michigan, I took a drive past the house where I grew up, where I lived for a lot of years, like 24, 25 years I lived there. Because I did live at home after my oldest son was born. And I didn't even recognize it. Nothing about it looks the same. The trees are even bigger than they were the last time I was there. The neighborhood, and when I say neighborhood, I mean that's loose because it takes up miles, because I grew up out in the country. And nothing about any of the roads that we were on looked familiar at all. None of it. And then it was a dreary kind of day anyway, but it was just so sad. I didn't feel nostalgic at all because there was nothing that looked familiar. I couldn't be like, well, I remember when whatever there or over there. And there's houses built up all behind where I used to play out in the woods. There's houses now. So, yeah, it was sad. So I'm doing the card so we know what to do, and one already popped out at me. Let's see if there's something else we need to know for the following week. Not necessarily no. That was kind of like, let's tell her a fortune. This is just advice. Okay. So the first one that popped out is first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. And the second one I turned up is full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. Speak your world into being. Cool your emotions. And on the bottom of the deck, as a bonus, full moon in Leo, go wild. Speak your world into being, cool your emotions, and go wild. Okay. Okie dokie. Whatever. So that's about all I got for you, and I said that about 5 times now. Take a shot every time I say whatever I just said. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I've been putting up stitch tutorials every Saturday. I've got one scheduled up until the second to last week of December, so I've still got one more to get made and get up, and I'll be done till the end of the year. I'll have them all set to go. So if there's any special stitch you would like a tutorial on, put it in the comments below. In fact, just leave a comment. Leave a comment. Like the video. Subscribe. It's free. Watch the videos. Oh my God. That's the hard part, is getting people to watch all the way from the front to the end. I don't care if you skip the ads. I get absolutely nothing. Oh, I just looked at this. When I was up in Michigan, we went to see a friend of mine, and we went to the Walmart out by his house. And I picked up some fake eyelashes for Halloween. Look at this. Funky Vampire, Pink Zombie, and Glitter Witch. They're like 99 cents. And that's 2 sets right there because I cut them in half. So I've got those. I've got these eyelashes that look like weird centipedes or something. So y'all have a good day, good evening, good morning, whatever, whenever, whatever it is when you're watching. Later, Gators. Peace out.